ship's captain decided a different route home. Instead of taking Great Circle, looked like it was going straight across. And we were both navigators, so we kind of knew what that meant. Sounded like we were taking the longest way. We were anxious to get home. We weren't going to argue with the captain. He was doing us a favor. So we're well underway in the Pacific, and in the distance, I don't know how far it was, maybe a mile or two, we passed a Navy ship, well, more like a tin can or something, or a cruiser. And just for the heck of us, the other sailors that were with us was a first-class signalman. And that means he knew how to use the signal lights professionally almost. So he asked the captain if he could use the light. I said, sure. So we got on the signal light on the merchant ship, and he flashed the cruiser in the distance. And the cruiser answered back, go ahead. So our signalman goes, instead of da-da-da-da-da-da, he really let go. And the cruiser came back to, I don't want to use that word, but he said, who the hell are you? Couldn't imagine anybody on a merchant ship could signal that well. So that was a big funny time. Many days later, we were approaching San Francisco. Now this is December 1945. And we were all having a good, easy time. It was warm and in shorts and having oranges to eat was a real treat. 12 hours out of San Francisco, we got a message. Da-da-da-da, whatever it was. Change course to Coca Solo. Well, you can imagine what happened to the Army Air Force guys. They were all from Washington, Nevada, California. Here we are, heading back through the canal again. So many, many days later, we went down and through the canal. And this time we stopped at Coca Solo. I thought maybe we were picking up sugar or coffee or something. It was only about 2 days in Coca Solo. Back up to the Hudson River. Well, of course, we had to go from Coca Solo up the Atlantic coast to the Hudson River. Luckily, it had good weather in that part of the Atlantic, which is usually kind of stormy. And we arrived in Hudson River Harbor. Now, we were civilian, I mean, we were military on a civilian ship. And the captain wasn't sure what he could do with us as far as landing his ship or docking his ship and his assignment. So I tell you what, we'll have a pilot come aboard to take us up the Hudson River. And I get permission that you can get on the pilot boat. There were 6 of us, by the way. 2 quartermaster, 2 signalmen, a radio man, and a first-class gunner's mate with us. So when the harbor master came on board, the pilot rather came on board. He said okay, so we were able to get on board the little tugboat and get on shore. They let us off on shore I don't remember what the place was. It was not a Navy port. Here we are, 6 Navy guys. Nothing to do with this. They said we had to go to civilian customs. So we did that with all our baggage. And somebody told us there's a Navy officer over there in some building or other. We went over there, we got a telephone, and we called up, and we're told to call, I think it was Pier 39 or something, a big Navy port of demarcation. And we called up and they said, this is like 2 o'clock in the morning. And he said, well, we have a bus coming down your way. We have to take some people over to Floyd Benton Field in Long Island. We'll come down and pick you up. So they came down and picked us up, and then we talked to the driver, said, while you're at it, driver, instead of taking us all the way up to Floyd Benton Field, would you drop us off at the first restaurant? We said, okay. So naturally, we got off the restaurant. We had our first real beer, big steak, and French fries. And we haven't seen it in 2 years, which was wonderful. About an hour later, he came by, picked us up. Now it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. We arrived at Pier 92 or 39. I can't remember the name of it. It was 92, 92, whatever it was. Now Sisyphus show up at this time of the hour, and there was a young sailor on duty. We have beautiful chimes in the background to celebrate what we're doing again. Anyhow, the sailor was also a first-class gunner's mate. He said, you know, you guys, I don't know what to do with you guys. And our gunner's mate guy, who had been all over the camp, he'd been in 10 campaigns, got ribbons all over his chest. He said to the other guys, look, we're supposed to get 3 days as soon as we land. He said, yeah, but you're supposed to get a short arm inspection before you go. And he said, come on. He said, okay, take off. So we're giving 3 days off at 3 o'clock in the morning. So we all dispersed. I don't know where the other guys go. We all kind of said goodbye, so long. And knowing a little bit about New York City, being born and brought up in New Jersey, I knew where to get the 8th Avenue subway. Got on the 8th Avenue subway up to Washington Heights. Got on the bus heading over to New Jersey. Got over to New Jersey and Teaneck, New Jersey. Got off the bus. Now this is cold, January. And just my pea jacket and white hat, and that's it. Anyhow, didn't bother me because where I was going was going to be the best. So I got off the bus and walked